Make sure you take care of your health. I have big goals to become a natural bodybuilder, but above all, I'm not going to sacrifice my health. So that's the most important thing. I want to be mentally sharp. I want to have a nice, strong heart as I age, and I want my body to be in good shape. I want to keep a good amount of muscle density on these bones. All right, so we are going to do a full day of eating today, starting with the coffee that I have as soon as I wake up, 9 o'clock in the morning. I'm also doing some intermittent fasting, so if you're interested in that, we'll talk a little bit about that. That's another technique that I use for fat loss. And we're gonna go over all the meals that I eat, everything like that today. So stay tuned, and let me tell you, there's nothing like getting your cardio in early in the morning while the sun is rising, right? Or shortly after that, you just feel amazing for the rest of the day. 30 minutes, done. Got it out the way, so we don't even have to worry about it anymore. And let me just tell you guys too, the goal for today, 2,000 calories, as close to 200 grams of protein as we can get. Before we do anything else today, let's go ahead and go upstairs and let's check this weight, because I haven't checked it in a while. Yeah, let's do that. 43 days ago, I was at 207 pounds. So let's see what it is today, 43 days later. We are exactly 197 pounds, so that's 10 pounds of weight loss in just over 6 weeks. I'm completely fine with that. Like I said, you want to do it gradually so you don't burn off a bunch of muscle while you're losing fat. But anyway, let me show you how I get hydrated. I got my creatine, that's first of all. So I get that from Bulk Supplements here. And I think I paid maybe 20, 25 bucks for that. I want to put about a half a teaspoon in there. I don't need too much. But I will say that recently, if you don't know, creatine is probably the #1 supplement that I cannot go without. And it's actually very good for your brain too. Recent studies have shown. Anyway, got to stay hydrated. And I do that with a lime. So we're going to go ahead and squeeze a lime into here. And I want the whole lime, baby, because we're also getting some vitamin C as well in addition to those electrolytes. Electrolytes are probably the most important thing to make sure that you're getting in throughout the day. You've got to stay hydrated, and you don't stay hydrated with just water by itself, okay? Also, some pink Himalayan salt. I like to put just a little bit in there. I don't like too much because I don't want it to be too salty as far as the taste is concerned. And then just a little bit, a splash of some apple cider vinegar. This is really good when you're fasting in the morning to have this blend right here, because this is ensuring that I stay properly hydrated throughout the day. I would recommend doing something like this. You can use a lime. You don't have to use the apple cider vinegar if that's not for you. But I really like it because it's good for digestion. It has some good probiotics in there. It's just good for you. And I like things that are good for you, if you haven't noticed, okay? So I am a bodybuilder, an aspiring natural bodybuilder. But I believe in health more than anything else. Taking care of the body and the mind. Super important. Especially, fellas, as we get older. Next year I'll be 40. Can you believe that? So we want to take care of the heart, mind, body, and soul. Everything. That's what we're doing. Like, I haven't ate anything since 9 o'clock last night, and it's about 1 o'clock. I'm going to go another hour before I eat, and I'll show you that next meal. But the mental clarity that you have, the fact that you don't have a bunch of food sitting on your stomach, this is why I actually prefer burning fat over bulking. I don't like bulking, especially not the dirty bulk. I feel like shit when I dirty bulk. I actually love this. I know a lot of people don't. I see it as a challenge. I see it as a way of making yourself more mentally tough, and I'm all for it. I've got meal #1 here, and I'm about to devour this. It's 2 o'clock. This is the first meal, and this is why I like intermittent fasting so much, because you can make meals like this. Let me see if I can just show you guys a little bit. So I've got a couple strawberries in there. Oops, one of my strawberries fell. But anyway, low-carb keto wraps with 3 whole eggs. I've got a 1/4 cup of cottage cheese in here with it, some sour cream, some Cholula sauce just to set it off. These taste absolutely delicious, and I've also cooked a 1/4 pound of a burger patty that I had that adds another 200 calories. In here, guys, we've got 680 calories. I've got 55 grams of protein, and this tastes amazing. It's not gonna feel like I'm dieting. And that's the benefit of maybe trying intermittent fasting for yourself, because I skipped breakfast today and now I'm having lunch. I can have a little bit more calories in here rather than for breakfast if I just had like some oatmeal with nothing on it, or like rice cakes and maybe some egg whites and things like that and try to have so many meals with less calories, I mean, it just tastes horrible. So this is the way I prefer to do it. A little intermittent fasting keeps the brain fresh, keeps me feeling super energetic, and I get to eat food like this. Anyway, I'm gonna go ahead and taste this, guys, and let you know. But if you haven't tried this, you have got to. That's so good it make you want to slap your mama. But don't tell my mama I said that. All right, so workout is done, and since I am about 20 minutes from home, 25 minutes or so, I don't want to drive all the way home, prepare a meal. I'm gonna run into the grocery store here and see if they got some protein I can get in quickly, and that way it'll keep my calories down too, so I can have a big meal tonight. Got some Rock and Refuel chocolate milk, tastes pretty good, but on the back here, only 190 calories, and we've got 30 grams of protein. So that's gonna put me roughly at about 990 calories. Let's just say 1,000 calories for the day. And let me get out of this cereal aisle before I am tempted. Because at night when I smoke a little cannabis, this right here, this is all I'd want. So I gotta watch myself, guys. Y'all know how good cereal tastes at that time, right? Anyway, got this. So I wanna show you guys downtown Spokane, and I wanna recap what we've done so far today. And because it's such a nice day, let's take a quick walk right in the backyard. Oh, I just saw a snake. He went in that little bush right there. And I don't think he's coming back out. But you know what they say, when you cut the grass, the snakes come out, right? But anyway, guys, we got this nice trail right here in basically my backyard. So I'm gonna get my steps in. We're gonna get another 30 minutes in today. Anybody that tells you that you don't need cardio, what the hell are they talking about, man? It's a great way to burn some additional calories. I can tell you right now, I wouldn't have had the abs that I got on my last cut. They would not have come in if I wouldn't have done my cardio. So I owe a lot to cardio. I owe a lot to intermittent fasting. Of course, the key is tracking your calories, right? Making sure that you're in a deficit if you want to burn fat. Making sure that you're in a surplus if you're trying to build muscle, gain weight, things like that. You want to get big, you want to bulk. I just did a bulk. If you guys haven't seen that, I'll put a link down below. But yeah, man, anytime I can get out in nature and do this, I love it. I got my strawberries. I feel like I'm one with the earth. Only thing for the people that don't know is we got a ton of homeless out here in Spokane, especially in downtown. There are more homeless than there are birds out here. So in the wintertime, we get about 6 months of super cold weather. We get a lot of snow. This year, we actually didn't have a lot of snow. We don't get a lot of rain like Seattle over on the western side of Washington. But in the summer, once the summer hits, guys, I have never lived in a more beautiful city, especially if you love the outdoors. It's really good for you to be out in nature, walking, getting that sunlight in, absorbing that vitamin D, breathing in this wonderful oxygen. Come on, man. With the plants and the birds and the animals. We got bears out here too, but I got my bear spray. They said buy bear spray. Yeah, I think that works. I don't know. All right, so I'm just getting in a little snack here, which is, my fork just fall on the damn floor. Getting in a little snack here, we got a can of tuna fish with a little bit of mayonnaise and a pickle. So we're adding another 20 grams of protein and only 120 calories in here. I want to leave enough room for dinner so that we can splurge and have an amazing dinner. So that's the goal. I'm gonna go ahead and eat this down. I'm gonna have to wash my fork off now, but we're gonna eat this, and I will see you guys again for dinner. There's dinner right there. I've got a big juicy ribeye steak cooked in butter with a big baked potato. That baked potato's got at least 200 calories in there, maybe 250. The ribeye's got about 600 to 700 calories in there, so we can just add another 900 or so. But in that ribeye there, we've also got 60 grams of protein. So with the snack that I just had, the tuna fish, we're gonna finish the day now with 185 grams of protein, 2,000 calories, and it was absolutely delicious. So guys, look, when you are burning fat and you're trying to get in shape, you do not have to eat rice cakes. You do not have to eat stuff like that. You got to eat some stuff that actually tastes good, that got some flavor. And if you throw in some intermittent fasting, it'll really help too, because then when you do have a meal, you can make it taste very, very good. Anyways, I appreciate you guys hanging out with me. If you got any value from this, make sure you like, share, subscribe. Tell somebody about the channel because they don't know. We're brand new, only been on here for 6 months. Anyways, I'll see you guys in the next video.